Today, we're going to fix the windshield washer on my Cayenne Turbo S. I'm Justin.
I'm Cousin Rob.
And this is Husman Bros. The last time we got together, we did some other things, but I put in some windshield washer fluid and found it about 2 seconds later on the ground. So we got to diagnose and fix it today because
Correct.
You don't know how much you need your windshield washer fluid until you actually need it. I've had to pull off into gas stations a couple times to clean off my windshield.
Right.
So what do you think this is, Rob?
You know, it's a very common issue with these older Cayennes. The 955s, you know, a lot of them are basically 20 years old.
Right.
And so I've run into 3 situations.
Okay.
And the good news is they're all easy to address. The bad news, we got to take the fender liner out.
Okay.
So it's either one of 3 things. It's either a cracked windshield wiper washer container.
Okay.
It's the pump has stopped working.
Okay.
But really the most common one I've seen is there's a number of hoses that connect to the different parts of the windshield wiper washer system.
Okay.
And they come unplugged. What told me that it's probably the latter is that as soon as you put the windshield wiper washer fluid in, it immediately went to the ground.
Right.
That's almost always a common sign that it's just that a hose is loose. It's bypassing the hose. We just need to get in there and look.
Okay, but you say all 3 of these things are easy fixes either
Absolutely.
way, but it all starts with the fender liner.
It does, it does.
So let's do that. We've already taken off the wheel and lifted up the truck and put it on some Harbor Freight jack stands for safety's sake. And now let's get this fender liner out of here. What tools do we need to take out this fender liner?
So today I'm going to use my Ryobi power screwdriver, and then really it's 3 fittings. It's a 10 millimeter socket, it is a T25 Torx, and it is a Phillips screwdriver head. I'm going to use this tool so that it's just really easy to remove all of these pieces.
So Rob, I always manage to Tom Sawyer you into doing my work for me. Is this a one-man job or is it a 2-man job in the end?
It's a one-man job, but the fender liner itself is a little unwieldy.
Okay.
Taking it out is pretty easy. Putting it back in takes a little bit of tugging. It just helps to have someone kind of hold it in place while you get the first couple of fittings tightened down. Once you get past that stage, it's a one-person job. I mean, technically a one-person job. I hate putting fender liners back in. They constantly bonk me on the head, and I've had a few little cuts from them hitting me over the years. It is what it is.
Okay. The other tool that he didn't mention then is a 6-pack of Lone Star to get your friends to help you out. So
Lone
make sure
Star?
you have one of those as well. That's the best. We're not PBR people. We're Lone Star people. We're from Texas. 433. While I was eating lunch.
God, I hate these things. I really do. So, after we've removed the fender liner, now we're looking up at the guts of the windshield wiper washer system. One of the things I did notice, it's very common, one of the plastic lines had separated, so I plugged that back in. That's likely where the leak was coming from. But then I asked Justin to run the windshield wiper washers. We were able to put water into it. Didn't see a leak, which means we probably plugged that up. But then once Justin hit the windshield wiper washer system, the wipers, of course, went, but there's no fluid. There is some fluid in here because we added probably a quart of water. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the reservoir, and then we're going to inspect the pump. It is in all likelihood the pump is bad. They fail. It's a 20-year-old vehicle. It's a pretty common part that fails. Fortunately, the local Porsche dealer had one. We're going to go grab it. We're going to bring it back here and install it. So fortunately, our local Porsche dealer keeps these in stock. It's apparently, like I said, it's a common thing that fails. They run about $130 plus tax. Make sure if you are a Porsche Club member, ask for that discount. Okay.
What do you need? What?
Oh,
bolt?
I'm sorry. You need a T30.
Yeah.
T30 Torx to take it out. It also or a 10 millimeter socket.
Either one?
Yeah.
There's
Can
our
I get a
problem.
towel?
Yeah.
That's not surprising. Let's let it, at this point, just let it leak.
I don't know if Grayson kept in all of the excitement, but when we took this off, I was doing the filming, and the tank wasn't empty, but I did have a leak. So when we took the tank out and took the pump out, the tank emptied itself on the floor. So 1, have a bucket available and make sure that you drain it before you try to remove it. And 2, what else, Rob?
Well, the funny thing is, as soon as you take start to move the pump, and we bought a new one because the other one should be dead. It actually sits in here and seals, right? It basically sits in there like that and seals. So as soon as you start to move the pump down, this kind of stays because it's wired in, and so this pulls out, and all of the fluid that's in here will come out of it. And it's been a couple years since I've done it. I kind of forgot that's what happens, but that's what happens. So we're going to pop the new one in. This is a part that should be pretty readily available at the Porsche dealers. Or you'll notice here, Volkswagen AG part. So you might be able to go to a Volkswagen dealer and save a few bucks versus the price of the Porsche.
Or if your Porsche dealer doesn't have it, go to the Volkswagen dealer and see if they have it.
There is only one gotcha. So when you do go to the Volkswagen dealer, they will require a VIN to sell you parts. I'm not saying that I would do this, but I happen to kind of be looking at bring a trailer and happen to be looking at the same year vehicle as mine and happen to find, well, a VIN that actually works. So yeah, so I used another VIN that I found on Bring a Trailer too, so that I could buy a part of Volkswagen. Even though the pump failed, right, there was a leak here. This piece had separated. It's very common. The good news is it just snaps right back in. But when Justin was adding fluid, it was coming out through this just because there was no place for the water to go. And actually, it was pretty full already.
So that's probably what happened.
And that's probably what happened. Since it was full already, when he added more fluid, it just came out of this leak. So it's very easy. It's very noticeable if it's separated. If you see any white on the connector that it's plugged into, that means it's separated a little bit. All you have to do is snap it back in. So here's the new part. You'll notice that the old part, we have to take out a couple of clips, right? And so they just snap right out. So you just basically lift them right out like so. And then this just comes out. Make sure that you have one side, make sure this is black on this side, white on this side. So make sure you line them up the same way. So we're gonna simply reverse the process. This little clip, there we go. So that's now ready to go back in. That's how easy that was to install it. You notice there's the electrical connection on the top. You need to make sure we get that in. And then this needs to be seated. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to, there's a tube right here. So you'll notice that the end of this tube is where the filler goes in. So there's a plastic grommet here. And so this just fits in there really tightly. It's pretty easy to put in. And then we'll plug this piece in, and then there's a couple of electrical connectors that will get connected after we get everything up mounted in here. We basically installed the new water pump. It's just simply a reversal of how you extract it. What I said was, when you start to move the water reservoir, windshield wiper washer reservoir out, as soon as this breaks the seal, there's a seal where the pump actually fits into the bottom of the reservoir, that's when the fluid will come out. The best thing to do is really just have a bucket under here so that you can get the main part of the fluid. Once you get this out, there will still be some in there. The best thing to do is take it over to a sink, tip it upside down. Point is, you want any fluid that's in there out so that it's easy to put back in. Now, a couple of gotchas. There's a rubber grommet. So from the filler tube up under the hood, it makes basically a U shape and returns and goes into this whole part here is all the reservoir. There's a very tight rubber seal there. My recommendation is to put a little bit of lube, like a PB Blaster or WD-40, something just to lube that, because it just needs a little bit of give or a little bit of love to get to wiggle it in there, because it is tight. You want it tight. That's actually great. There's also there's a tube here. This tube, if you want to get this is the water supply for the front windshield wiper washers. This is what was leaking, so just want to make sure it's connected again. Like I said, if you see any white on it, that means it's not connected. And then there's an electrical connection which runs the pumps for the windshield wiper washer. So that just plugs and then just snaps into the very front of the reservoir assembly. That's it. It's very, very easy. 2 bolts. There's the pump right there. There is another pump inside this. As long as you're not going to use the headlamp washer, I wouldn't worry about that other pump. We're going to put a little bit of water in it, just enough to get it up past where the pump is, probably 8, 16 ounces, and we're going to test it. Once we test it, we'll be able to determine if the pump is the fix.
Is the pump we replaced the same pump that runs the washer to the back window as well?
Yeah, no, there's
another one for that.
There's another one for that.
Okay.
Well, no, there's 2 pumps in here.
Right.
This one runs. I believe this one runs the headlamp washers. This one may also run the back too. Okay. So if that's not working, that's another reason that this pump is probably dead. So when we pulled out the old pump, I neglected to notice that there is a small rubber washer that fits down into the reservoir. My bad. We put a little bit of water in it. Fortunately, not a lot, and the water immediately all drained out. And so we need to go ahead and put this piece into the reservoir, and then the new pump will fit right in that.
This piece was not included with the new pump.
That's
so you're
correct.
gonna have to take it off the old pump.
That's correct, yes.
So you may be able to remove the pump without moving the reservoir. If you can, that's going to be the easier course of action as long as everything is connected properly up through here as we saw. It was kind of a bear to get this back connected to the filler neck. So if you can do this without removing the pump, that is an option as well. But as you see from Rob's here, you're working with 2 fingers in a dark place, so it may be just as easy to remove the pump. Remove the whole thing rather than just the pump. Testing. Look at that.
Sweet.
I'm glad I washed it yesterday. It's pretty shitty water all over it. If you're having wiper problems, I feel bad for you, son. I've still got 99 problems, but now my wipers ain't one. Thanks, Rob.
At any time. Once again, it's a pretty easy fix. It's basically one of 3 things that could happen. We determined it wasn't a cracked reservoir. We plugged back in the washer hose that went to the headlight washers. That was loose, so that was causing a problem. And then at the end of the day, this is our bad part. About $130 from a Porsche dealer. You might be able to get it a little bit cheaper at a Volkswagen dealer. It's a pretty easy replacement. I'm not sure you can take this out because with the reservoir still in, you may be able to. Depends on how much cable is there. The problem is these are hard to get off.
The wire connectors require 2 hands for most cases.
Yeah.
But thanks for watching. Do stay tuned. I've got more coming for this vehicle. I've got things coming, so watch out for that. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, and we'll see you next time.